Hi guys, I know I am 3 minutes early. I will give you guys like a minute or two to hop on here. If you are on, be sure to say hi. I'll invite some friendly friends. Let's see here. Let's just invite all of our friends. Who else would be really? Let's just invite all the friends. So many friends. Okay. So if you guys are on, feel free to say hi so I can see that you're here and like hanging out with me. Also, my apologies. I'm like fresh from the shower. Like always, hi Rachel, how are you? I know this is pretty late. This is like a late in bed, so can't join you, but I'm watching. You're so cute, Sarah. I love you. I wish I was in bed, but I'm gonna be working like a lunatic all night. So I wanted to hop on here really fast tonight to talk about something Morgan and I have been talking about. And of course, because all I do is pretty much talk to Morgan, Sarah, and Nicole, right? That's if one of them doesn't know where I am, then I've probably died. So, anyway, so I was talking to Morgan about this, and we were talking about resisting your success. And that probably sounds really nutty, right? That's a really long piece. So that probably sounds like super nutty, right? Like who blocks their success, right? I mean, raise your hand if you want to be successful. I guarantee that's literally all of you, right? I mean, everybody wants to be successful. And so it just sounds really like stupid or insane to think that you resist your success. Let me tell you that you probably do, right? Because if you weren't resisting your success, then you would probably be making 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, 12, 27 figures by now. But you're not. And there's a reason for it. So let me tell you what I mean. So part of the reason like I was resisting success, and I would love to hear some of your reasons after hearing mine. Um, Hi Morgan. I didn't know if you'd be able to join because of B. Who knows? But anyway, so part of the reason I resist my success is because there's quite a few things. So one, is Sarah will know some of the people that I'm going to talk about, but there's a lot of people back home who think that it is really greedy and disgusting that I want to make more than $70,000 a year. Morgan, I really love that you said that he's climbing on your head. B is my favorite person. If you guys haven't watched one of Morgan's live streams, please do it because B is literally always climbing all over the place, and you can always kind of catch her bulldogs and all kinds of fun things. So go watch them because they're really funny. Um, but anyway, so a lot of people think it's really disgusting that I want to make more than $70,000 a year. So like, I think that is so greedy. I think that I mean, they list all these reasons. They think it's gross. I want to send my kids to private school. They think it's gross. I have already talked to boarding schools. Um, Morgan just said it's literally a circus. Her life is a circus. I'm not gonna lie. I really love it. As a former circus arts teacher, I really do appreciate the fact that your life is always a circus. Um, but yeah, so people always give me like all of these things that they find like disgusting. Like, I want to drive a Lexus, and they're like, that's gross. That's really gross, it's disgusting. Um, and that for a while like made me feel I was always questioning myself. I'm like, is it like greedy? Is it gross that I like want to own a house on every continent? Is it greedy that I want to fly privately? Um, like what? I don't know. So I used to feel like super bad about it, right? And so I would resist and I would be like, okay, I'm not going to be as visible, right? And I am an international award-winning marketing strategist. Like, I know how to market myself, but I would like self-sabotage because people would say these things to me and I'd be like second guessing myself and all these things. And then um yes, only you can define success and only you can create it. That's so true, Sarah, because yeah, Sarah and I were just on the phone having this conversation about what successful is earlier. Because I just love my friends. They're so good to me, and they listen to me like rant all the time about these things. But so yeah, so I used to like hold myself back, and I used to feel really gross about putting myself out there. Other things that you could do, you could be saying that because you're in the service-based industry, that it is disgusting No, Morgan, you can't make it happen in 5 easy steps. I know that's so crazy that there, listen, there is no magic formula that is going to get you to 6 figures, 7 figures, 27 figures. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. It's all about your tenacity. It's all about crushing limiting beliefs. It's all about just like getting it done. It's just about getting it done. Right. Okay. See, Morgan, see, she said it and I'm going to go on a rant. I feel like that's going to be a whole other video about how there is no magic freaking formula, to be successful, right? It's all about like your willpower and things like that. And so the thing is that you guys have like a gift to share with the world, right? I mean, you have a gift that you need to share. And so a lot of times though, we hold ourselves back because if you're in the service-based world, right, maybe you think that it's wrong to charge people. Maybe you feel really gross charging people for your services for whatever reason. I used to feel bad about that too. I'd be like, oh, like, it's my time. I mean, my time is really valuable, but I'm like, is it this valuable? Should it be this much? Should it be, so I used to like hold that back, and I used to hardcore discount and I used to do all of these things. If somebody said they couldn't afford to work with me, I'd be like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll coach you for free. Guess what? If I go, to my electric company and the electric company, provides me a service, guess what? They don't feel at all bad about charging me. And so don't feel bad about charging people, right? So that was one of the issues I had to work through that was like hindering my success. And then the other big one, this is a big one, is since I like met my husband, right, I was always going to be quote like this successful one, right? I was going to go to law school when I met him and I was going to make 6 figures and I was going to be this like big powerhouse defense attorney. And then I was like, well, that's not for me, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to build my business. My husband was like, awesome, cool. I really, oh yeah, Sarah, this is good. How about I pay you $10 instead of 200? That's also one of my favorite things. I get that a lot too. Like, I know you said your services are X amount, but I would really like to pay you a fraction of that. So I hope you don't mind. Again, I can't call the electric company and tell them that. Like, it just doesn't really work. They get really mad. When you don't pay that, they shut off your electric. And I've had that happen. I've had people be like, I'm just not in the mood to pay you today, so I'll get to it like next week. Cool. I'm gonna try that next time with my like landlord and see how that goes. But yeah, so another area where I used to have like a lot of issues with blocking success was so my husband was like, okay, cool, like I totally hit the jackpot, like I'm gonna have this like wealthy wife and I'm gonna be a stay-at-home dad. My husband secretly wants to be a real estate mogul. He just wants to like buy property and hire a property management company to manage these rentals. Like that's his goal. He just wants to like sit poolside and like collect a check and like raise our kids, which is fine. Whatever, if that's what he wants to do. But he always tells me, or he tells his mom all the time that when him and I are successful, we will take care of her, right? He's like, because I want to buy this big antebellum house in the South. And so they always come with like 2 or 3 smaller homes on property. And so he's like, cool, she can just live in one of them and just live a couple acres away. Awesome. Raise your hand if you want your mother-in-law living like 5 feet away. I guarantee not one of you raises your hand. Guarantee it. And so, I used to like be like, okay, maybe I don't want to be as successful because like I don't really want to do that. Right? But then it's like, how stupid is that? Like, how stupid is it to be like, because I don't want to do something in the future, I'm going to block my success now? That sounds so dumb. So dumb. And so, wait, seriously, one of my goals is to take our families on vacation. Yeah, take your family on vacation, right? And so I just feel like there's a lot of really silly reasons that we block our success. And when you say them out loud, it just sounds really stupid. And so I want you guys to write down all the reasons, like these weird stories that you have that are blocking your success. And I want you to rewrite them. because your old stories and your fears and all these things, they do not have to define how you're living your life right now. And so, sorry, I'm like sitting on my floor, and it was getting very uncomfortable. But anyway, so your old stories, these old feelings that you have, could be blocking your success. And I really encourage you to like dig deep, figure out what it is that's blocking your success, and then change it, right? I mean, I always talk about it being like a computer, right? So I always get updates from my Mac. They're like, please update your computer because this old operating system is not serving all of the things that are coming, right? And so that it's the same thing with your story and these blocks and these limiting beliefs that you have. Your old limiting beliefs, these old stories, these old fears, etc., do not serve where you're going in the future. And so, yeah, I just want to encourage you guys today to just dig deep and figure out what it is that is blocking your success and then change that freaking story because it doesn't have to be your story tomorrow. You can change your story. You can work through these and change your story and be successful. And so that is what I want to talk to you guys about tonight. I hope you guys have a really good night. I'm going to be up working for a long time. So if you guys have questions and want to chat with me, I will probably be up for the next couple of hours and then back up tomorrow. Look, I'm gonna start yawning. But I'll be heavily caffeinated very soon. So, because I have a ton of work to do for the Business Academy, right? So that is what I'll be working on for the next 48 hours. And I'm just going to encourage you guys to change your success story and make it whatever the heck you want it to be. So I hope you guys are having a really swell Friday night. Morgan, please go enjoy Harry Potter. I wish I was watching Harry Potter, but I'll probably be watching Moana because I'm a part mermaid, so that's fine. All right, so I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys enjoy your night. And I really am encouraging you all to write down some of your fears with success. Because I know that sounds really silly, but I guarantee we all have a fear of being successful. And I would love to hear what it is about being successful that scares you. So I will talk to you later. Bye.